everyone. Today we'll be starting lying on our backs. The class will be focused on a little bit of shoulder as well as hip work from tabletop position. So let's get started by lying on our backs. You can have your knees bent or legs straight, your choice. And we'll start by placing our hands on our lower ribs. Taking the first few moments to come into the space. Starting to become aware of your breath. Noticing where you are sending your breath. Can we try to create this 360-degree breathing? Breathing into the front, the sides, as well as the back of the body. Take 2 more breaths here. On your next exhale, see if you can pull your low ribs in a little bit more, drawing them down and together. On your inhale, expand through the belly, side body, and back. And on the exhale, feel the low ribs come in and together. Let's do one more like this. Inhale. And exhale, low ribs draw in and together. And then return back to a natural pattern of breathing. If your legs were straight, please start to bend them. We'll bring in the feet about hip width distance apart. We'll start to extend the arms towards the ceiling, interlacing the hands. I like to release my index finger and my thumb, but if you'd like to just have them clapped together, you can do that as well. We'll start by warming up the shoulders here. When you're ready, start to reach the fingertips away from you towards the ceiling, protracting the shoulders, and then slowly let that go. Do that a few more times. Lifting the fingers towards the ceiling, protracting the shoulders, and release. Keep going. Let's do 3 more. Last one. We're going to keep the shoulders protracted. Start to tuck the chin towards the chest as if you're creating a double chin. When you're ready, start to peel head, neck, shoulders away from the mat. And then we'll lower back down. Head comes down last. Maybe the shoulders lost that protraction. That's okay. Let's go into it again. Protract. And then chin towards the chest, peel head, neck, shoulders away from the mat. And release. Once more like this. Protract the shoulder blades. Chin towards the chest as you roll up, about halfway. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2 is we're going to twist towards the left. Come back through center, twist to the right, back to center, 1 more in each direction. Check in with your breath. and slowly roll all the way down. Let's release the arms now, extending the right leg towards the ceiling. We'll drop everything down and lift back up. I'm just going to do 3 here. That's 2 and 3. Bend the knee, bring the knee in towards the chest, circle through the ankle. Reversing the circles of the ankle. And drop it down, arms back towards the ceiling. Opposite leg extends, point through those toes. Drop the leg, drop the arm to the point where you can control it still. Come back up. That's 2 and 3. Bend the knee, knee towards the chest, circle through the ankle. Reverse the circles. We'll hug both knees in towards the chest. Notice what happens to the low back as the knees come in. Can we start to drop the tailbone a little bit more into the ground? And then however you choose, we'll make our way into a tabletop position. If there's any sensitivities with the knees, you can place a blanket under the knees. Bringing your hips to stack above the knees, the shoulders to stack somewhat above the wrists, but if this is not comfortable for the wrists, you can bring the hands a little bit more forward and wide. Okay? So speaking of wrists, let's warm them up, creating nice circles, fingertips pointing slightly forward. And then change the position of your hands. So maybe they go out to the side. And we'll change directions of our circles. Let's do that one more time. Change positions of your hands. And rock in the opposite direction. I will say here, the closer your hands are to your knees, the more accessible this will feel. And the further away, the more challenging. Let's sit back onto our toes, just give the wrists a little bit of a shake. And we'll come right back into the tabletop. Find that same protraction that we had while we were on our back. So shoulder blades are moving away from the midline of the body. Ground down through your right hand. Bring your left hand behind your ear. Right? Trying to keep the hips stable. We'll twist open to the left. And then drop down. The elbow maybe touches something. And then open back up. Twisting from the rib cage. We'll do 2 more. Last one. Staying here, reach the left arm forward. And then slowly, keeping your chest down towards the mat, we'll rotate the arm towards the back of the room. As if you're trying to high-five the ceiling, let's give 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here with the arm behind you, we'll now start to extend the right leg. Hold for a moment, find your balance. When you're ready, the elbow starts to bend, knee bends in. And extend out. That's 2. We're going for 8. 3. Strong through your standing arm. So that right shoulder blade is still protracting. Soft through the neck and the jaw. I lost count, so that's probably about 8 now. We'll keep the leg extended, the hand can come down. Take a moment, shake out your right wrist. We'll tap the right toes towards the right side of the mat, and then lift it back up, tap the left side. Notice how you're breathing here. Think about creating that double chin, sending the back of the head towards the ceiling. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Good. That knee comes in. Give the right wrist some love. Maybe the top of the hand comes to the mat and you rock back. Maybe you just shake it out. Do what feels best for you. We'll curl the toes under and step back into a plank. Imagine you can pull your hands and toes towards each other. And as slow as you can, we're going to drop the knees down. And then as slow as you went down, come up. That's 4, last one. And we'll sit the knees back down, sit the hips back onto the heels, and give yourself a few shoulder shrugs. Good. From here, let's open up the arms like wings. Breathe in and breathe out. One arm will start to internally rotate. The other arm will externally rotate. And then we'll switch. Go the other way. If you'd like, staying with this, option to add in a little rib translation, like you're reaching towards something. You can look in that direction. For 3. Breathing for 2. And for 1. Good. Inhale here, exhale, give yourself a nice big hug. And then open back up. And we'll come back into our tabletop position. So again, find the tabletop position that works best for you. And we'll go into the right side this time. So your right hand is going to come behind your right ear. You'll open up, twisting from the waist and the ribs, and then dropping that elbow back down. Nothing changes in the hips. Notice how you're breathing. If we're breathing, can we please breathe? Last one. And then come back to neutral. Keep the chest nice and square as we extend the right arm forward. And then slowly rotate it back as if you're trying to high five the ceiling. Find that nice neutral spine, and we'll pulse the arm up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold it here. Extend the left leg this time. Push out through the heel to start. When you're ready, you'll start to bend the knee and bend the elbow. Extend back out. Bend the knee, bend the elbow. Look slightly forward. We don't want to drop the head towards the ground. Think about that double chin. That's about 5, I think. 6, 7, and 8. Extend the leg, hand comes down. Find the protraction of the shoulders. We'll tap the toes towards the left side of the mat, back through center, tap right side. Keep going. You've got this. Feeling your glutes and your hamstrings and wanting to work here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the knee in. Take a moment, shake out the wrists if you need. And we'll extend one leg and then the other. Once again, coming into our plank position. As slow as a sloth, can we start to tap the knees down? Keep pulling the hands towards the knees as we lift them back up. 2 more like this. Drop the knees down. Lifting the knees up. 1 more. Drop the knees down. Lift up. Let's drop the knees down and we'll sit back into a child's pose this time. Let's tent through our fingertips in our child's pose. We'll walk our fingers towards the right side of the mat. Come back through center and we'll go on to the other side. Come back through center. We'll roll up through the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head, neck, shoulders come up very last. And once again, let's open our arms out. One shoulder will start to internally rotate, as if you're trying to high-five the ceiling. The other shoulder will externally rotate, and then we'll switch. Notice now if you have more space compared to when we did this the first time round. Again, if you'd like, you can add in that rib translation. Maybe adding in the neck. Does it feel different? And then we'll pause. Inhale here, exhale. Give yourself a nice juicy hug. Lifting up and releasing. Taking a few moments here, just closing the eyes once again. Finding stillness. Check in with your breath. Staying here for as long as you need. Continuing on with your day when you feel ready.